I'm still doing.
Convincing, yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's the room.
I'm doing a little. I'm dealing with a little issue. So
is the goat reluctant to being a sacrifice?
no. And to be honest, I don't want to sacrifice my friends.
Aww. That's adorable. Also, hi, Charlie.
Wait, that highly implies you would sacrifice us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now how I was putting DBZ abridged. Put down my food, my friends, and my emergency foods.
That. Let's just say, no comment.
I don't know. Either way, Charlie is stuck with us apparently, so.
Yes.
Welcome back. But yes. Either way. So the weather.
Yeah. So hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Tales of Fumbles of Fortune, Zero Tales Gaming Edition. Sorry, I needed to get the phrase right. So it's Goku going, hey, you get away from my food, my friend, my 2 emergency foods, and my son, in that order.
But yes.
I worry about him as a father.
I mean, DBZ Goku is a bastard, let's be fair. Anyway,
yes.
So last time, for the wonderful band of people who weren't here, a wonderful band of misfits had begun tracking down an artifact known as Viridis crown. After several revelations about the Prime Dragon's deaths, and at a time, an event several millennia ago where Ebenrath was first defeated, you had begun your search within a region of the world known as the Verdant Wall, which is a thickly dense forest with ties to the Fey realm. Over the course of your exploration, you came across a band of Dragonborn legionnaires who had been lost for the better part of a millennia, give or take a few hundred years. I think that a couple of you, through history checks, had long thought to be myth. The legendary Lost Legion, which you had now found, along with Viridis' tower, which had hidden itself away and was only accessible once you realised that it was an illusion keeping you out. Upon entering the tower, you then began to venture upwards, first of all past what looked like an alchemy lab, where several of the alchemical experiments had begun leaking and filling the air with a toxic fume. That most of you actually made the saves against, and otherwise just had a hard time breathing. Reaching the top floor of the tower, you found Viridis' own private chambers, where not much had been left behind and had all been relatively undisturbed. And it began to venture downwards, where you came across a green-scaled humanoid, begging to know why you're here and what you're doing, and then shifted into her full green draconic form. At which point, the frightful presence kicked in, and Eppa was the only one who made the save. So Eppa right now is the only one not frightened of the big dragon in the room.
Mm-hmm.
As she stands there in her full glory, she looks down at you all. I ask again, why are you here?
Whoops! Sorry, wrong room. Yeah, we're just gonna go back the way we came and not get massively slaughtered by mighty, powerful, and beautiful dragons such as yourself. As he starts like slowly backing away up the stairs.
Roughly how old does this dragon look in in physical appearance?
Go ahead and give me. What would it be? Would it be a nature check for a dragon?
train plants and animals. Arcana, it would be.
No problem, because I keep moving it from edition and different rule sets.
I will not make a judgment call on this.
So let's go ahead and give me just a flat intelligence, and then we'll work it out that way.
Okie doke.
Do it the long way round.
That's a 24.
Nice.
That'll do it for the most part. Judging by her size, she's looking very old adult, but not ancient.
Okay, so not I can't be derisive and treat them like a child.
Hmm.
Well, since you asked, but we're here looking for. I mean, you can see what we're wearing, and he just sort of pulls, like, extends the cloak out again. Like,
I don't
we're here
care what you're garbed in.
We're here for Viridis' crown because essentially we are trying to stop the elemental planes from collapsing. Because if the elemental planes collapse, everyone goes kaput, and seemingly the only power that seems to have a chance of doing this, at least according to this compass, is do seem to be the draconic artifacts plus Ebermath's involved. So as far as I'm concerned, I've been following this compass trying to find holes in the elemental plane, but I keep taking us to the draconic artifacts instead. So that's why we're here. That's why we chucked put the book back on the dais.
Oh yeah, that's something I forgot to add to this room. Whoops. I was building the map. It's like I keep forgetting to put something here. What have I forgotten? The book, the prince with the book on it. The dragon looks over to the plinth with the book, which should be there.
Eppa has walked closer in this. He's not even raised. He's not even got his gun raised. It's very casual because he's not scared, and he's trusting the fact that this is an intelligent creature. It's a very old dragon. So yeah, that's why we're here. Do you want to help us, or do you want the world to implode?
So I believe Rex is almost petrified with fear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I probably cannot do anything, basically.
I mean, you can, but you have disadvantage because the source of your fear is there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But you can't willingly get closer to it.
Indeed.
Yeah, true. Well, I am going to wait.
I'm just slowly backing up the stairs.
I'm just losing myself in chat. Just, lovely deep girly voice. What if it purrs too? Go back to horny jail.
Going back to horny jail right this instant.
Go back to horny jail, bitch.
Yeah.
Anyways, back in this reality, though, the green dragon looks over at the book and looks back to all of you. Mother's crown is not here. It was taken many years ago.
Which way is the compass pointing right now?
The compass right now is just going ballistic. It's just
there's
constantly spinning.
There is something, at least, here. By your logic, it would have been the crown, but I suppose... Are you saying this entire tower would be setting it off? This thing normally measures things across continents. Every other time it's been something like this. And it just turns out he goes to, gesture towards, Das, the scimitar, the Shurigadami scimitars that Das has, and he just sees there's just dotted outlines where the rest of the party used to be.
Yep.
Okay, what they were all holding, and what I'm wearing.
the dragon reverts back down to a humanoid form, so I don't have to keep doing the growling voice because it does hurt after a while. I'm just still going to change the token because screw you all.
I was going to say, does this mean we're no longer frightened, or are we still frightened because of just the presence?
Oh, you're still afraid of the fearful presence. You can go ahead. If those are affected, you can go ahead and retake your saves if you wish.
Okay. Okay. Apparently, D&D.
So, check.
Wisdom.
Yeah,
Wisdom save.
Wisdom. Oh
I'm
yeah.
getting rid of all my nat ones, everybody. Yeah. So Daz is just trembling with fear, just crippled.
Dirty 20.
I want to say that's a pass. One moment.
I like the idea that Tassa's just been recording out.
Indeed.
Anyone can be a dragon! Anyone!
I am a frightful dragon. No, I'm not.
I am a dragon. I am a king captain. I'm a king captain. I'm a king captain.
Oh, are we making more wisdom saves?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay.
The dragon's gone back to being a humanoid.
Yeah, I just haven't got a token for humanoid dragon.
Oh my god! I just imagined, like, as soon as they turn into humanoid, Daz is like, oh no, that's even worse!
There we go. I'll just shrink the dragon token down to a medium-sized creature.
Yes, Daz is very terrified about being the dragon being a human. Apparently.
At least it wasn't a nat one.
That was almost Das bad.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's tastic.
Daz.
You don't get like a -1 to your wisdom, do you?
No, I don't,
Yeah.
because my wisdom modifier is 0.
Oh, that was very much aimed at TJ because TJ's the barbarian.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
No, thankfully TJ isn't like most barbarians where just promising them a beer is easy enough to convince them. I need to waste magic on barbarians. Anyways, dragon shapes just down. And comments are like, the tower might be affecting your compass as the entire structure is built over a rift into the Fey realm. The people that took the crown were the Fey, so it's probably leading you to where the rift is.
You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh, am I? No.
Yeah.
Bother.
No.
Hang on. Wrong button. That button. Let me adjust my noise gate then.
You noise gate.
Yeah. You know, the thing that makes sure my voice is heard when I start talking.
Oh, so it's not an outrageous, like, controversy where noisy gates are involved.
Oh, no. Heavens to Betsy, no. Where was I? Yeah, so Dragon reverts back down to the humanoid form and points out that, like, it's... Discord, what the hell? Behave yourself. This tear into the Feywild is what's probably pulling your compass. It's the Fey that took the crown.
I wonder if the Fae would help us fix the elemental planes. I appreciate this is probably going to involve an Arcana check, but would the elemental planes be... Sorry, would the Fey realm be impacted if the elemental planes kind of went kaput?
Go ahead and make an Arcana check anyway, but as a passive thing, your brain sits there and mulls through the possibilities, and it's like... It kind of would, because if this plane goes, everything goes with it.
It's only a 14.
Yeah, that's the best as your mind can conjure. It might survive, but equally it could also just poof. But it could be the last thing that poofs out.
They wouldn't be able to have a lot of fun if everything else disappeared. So maybe we can use that to get the crown back. By the way, sorry, I feel like we're being very rude. What's your name? And Eppa just sticks out his little claws. Eppa. At your service.
It looks down at your hand and extends a clawed hand to you, and also does a little curtsy and goes, "My name is Viridis."
Very enough. Ooh.
Well, hello.
A pleasure to meet you all. Shame I didn't get a chance to remove you.
Oh, we could certainly remove ourselves. Thank you very much. He says from the top of the stairs.
Yes.
So they're not normally like that. I mean, you understand why, but normally they're normally pretty good around dragons. We actually saw your cousin the other week. I presume you're cousins. Maze?
Mazikeen has left her tower?
Oh yeah.
Fascinating. She rarely leaves her tower, if at all.
Yeah.
As if things are a little messy out there. I'm assuming you're aware of the time dilation.
I'm aware the twisting nature of the Fae has affected the Verdant Wall. Thankfully, I can work around such things.
Oh, okay, good. So you know it's like whatever the date we said that was last week.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So how do we get to this rift to the Fae? And at the risk of pushing my luck, would you like to help us?
No's a perfectly good answer.
I would like to avoid joining in. A creature like myself in the Fae realm could prove unsettling.
Oh.
Well, that just sounds like more fun to me.
That's the biggest understatement I've heard this year. In a good way.
Well, Viridis begins to lead you down through the tower. She leads you down to a new area below the main entry hall, which I will now reveal on the map for you all. One moment.
Das is at the back of the line, as far away. Well, I mean, unless you want me to make another wisdom saving throw.
I mean, she's not actively trying to be frightful, so I'd say you're right for now.
Okay, so it's just worn off.
Yeah.
Appears very, very much at the front of this, yapping away, and has a full-on ask to make sure that he can keep a hold of the green Draconomicon after all this, or whether or not the tower will be very upset.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm just moving you all so you're all in the room, but not in the staircase, because I put walls on. Because originally, I decided you all to fight the dragon, not to talk it down.
Look, even murder hobos need a break from murdering.
Yes.
Oh, fully agree.
Eppa wants dragon allies.
Eppa wants dragon
Booty.
booty. Yeah.
I was gonna go to other direction, but don't mind me.
Oh, come on, we're all thinking it.
If they would fight alongside Eppa, that's one thing. If they would fuck Eppa, that's another thing. He has his priorities. Sadly, he does put the world before himself.
Aw.
Yes.
He is a wizard, not a bard.
Yeah. Or a leperine creature.
Anyway, so Viridis leads you down to this chamber, which You're fully aware it's like you've got to be still inside the tower. But there is a air of pure nature in this room. There is a stream that runs from north to south with rocks, trees, bushes. You can hear birds chirping. There is a distinct smell and feel of autumn in the air in this place.
What season was it when we left the material plane?
It was the height of summer. Oh, in fact, I have a thing for this. Haha. One moment.
Is it the summer of '69?
No.
Oh.
Wake me up when September ends.
Also no. Give me a second. Restore from file. Bill's landing calendar. Restore. No! I have a calendar now!
He does have a calendar. I am seeing it right now.
Wow.
So
That's
as of
really good.
As of right now, it is currently the second month of summer. And it is the 10th day of mercy. Or for those that get up like me, well, gamify things really simply, it's basically the 10th day in the second month of summer.
So 10th of June, technically.
Technically, yes, but I don't have months.
Okay.
I basically Stardew Valleyed the calendar, so it is 12 months, each of them are 28 days.
Okay.
Because it just made life
Much more
so much
sensible.
easier.
Much more sensible.
Hmm.
And the days of the week are just really simply named. It goes Solar, Lunar, War, Mercy, Noble, Love, Mother.
Okay.
Bonus points if you can actually guess the connection. But in any case, so you're fully aware when you left, and the fact that it's summer when you came in, it's now autumn down here. Obviously, this place is running on a different timescale. But it's nice, it's very serene. But very north points the topmost corner up here, where there's an actual break in the river, and you would assume the river would hit a wall, but you can see it goes on almost like a Mario painting kind of thing. If you could run up and jump in, you could. But there you can see a tear. A small, faint thing. Vibrant rainbow colours pouring out, and the sounds of a never-ending party on the other side.
Is this what they call a rave?
I've never heard of a term called a rave. What's a rave?
To be honest, I just made up the word.
Okay.
It's the sort of, it's like you kind of make up words, and it kind of suits whatever is going on there. And yeah, rave just seems to be a word that comes to mind, really.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, all words are made up.
Yeah, but like, there's some words which everyone knows of, and then there's others which don't exist yet.
Yeah. So I'm typing out the days so people can read them later.
How long have they been partying on the other side of your wall?
I wouldn't say they've been partying. It seems to be the natural colour of the rift. I've never explored it, and I have no idea where it goes. I don't much care for it. This tower's purpose is just to keep it contained.
Is that didn't we come across some fellows who have been there for like a millennia or so? Even though they thought they'd been there for like 4 months, or was it 4 weeks? I can't recall.
They were drifting. They were outside, and they drifted in and out of Fey rifts very briefly.
Oh.
Which does raise the very worrying question of if we go in there, how much time will pass?
That is a very good, very worrying question.
Will we get back in time to save anything? Or are we just fucked?
I mean, considering that we can hear partying, I've been just going to listen in carefully. Is the partying that we can hear at vaguely the tempo of a party if it was in this room? Or does it sound like it's been sped up 100 times?
It doesn't sound like it's being sped up. You can just hear the sounds of musical instruments, like dulcimers, harps, all that kind of thing. You can make out the occasional bit of language. It sounds somewhere within the region of Dwarvish, maybe?
Wait, Dwarvish? Is anyone else hearing Dwarven? I thought the Fae were elf. They were messed around with the elves, not the dwarves.
I don't know. I just hear words.
Hey, if the elves are if the dwarves are throwing a party, it's got to be a rager. They've got to have some kick-ass ale.
But it's in the Feywild. It's in the Feyland. I'm not sure we want to eat anything if we go in there. We might end up like that, and he just points at Rex's shavings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I really wish I could put that much detail on a Hero Forge model. Sure, I'll pay to get myself.
And I will not do anything in return. I am not a vengeful person. No way.
I was a vengeful person. It was really boring.
Now you end up with nobody to avenge.
Exactly.
So kill them all.
You feel like you have no purpose in life, and you just feel like you can't move on.
Yeah.
It's much harder to avenge yourself.
Wait, how can one avenge yourself? Avenge yourself, unless they're an evil version of yourself.
I mean, you could be Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Well, I was being metaphorical, because if you spend all your life on vengeance on behalf of other people, then how do you avenge the life you've given away?
Yeah, that's a very good question. But the main caveat of the whole matter is that Viridis' crown is through that portal, and if we are to save an entire world or other worlds, then that's more or less where we got to go.
Okay, a few rules of thumb. Mostly because I think I did roll really well when we spoke to the Fae the last time.
No, I don't think you did.
Did I not? Oh god.
I honestly can't remember.
Because I think you. Because
You
I
know,
think
I will
name.
roll on Arcana fresh.
I think you mentioned your own name because.
Oh yeah, I probably gave an introduction.
Yes.
Well, but I did not
Only
give
to yourself,
someone
though, not everyone else.
I did not give them my name. I merely introduced myself.
Indeed.
Okay, 1. Don't eat anything. If you take
Even
something
if you
from
just put
Feylands, the Feylands try to claim you. 2. Do not give them anything. Not time, not your name, not your mother's name.
Well, that's all right. Then I don't even know my mother's name.
And I don't think it's wise to accept any gifts. Unless, of course, it's Viridis' crown. In which case, I think we're fine to take that.
Oh,
Because it doesn't truly belong to them.
But if we steal or take something from them, technically speaking, they're not giving anything to us. We're just taking something.
That would probably have the same impact as, like, eating something.
Really? Oh.
It's better not to mess with the Feydas. Their existence makes your temperament look like it's like comparing a breeze to a hurricane.
Agreed. Can I roll an Arcana check?
Go for it.
What for?
Because I believe I will be rolling with advantage because of the Fey.
Ooh.
If I remember right.
Yeah, I don't think Airfo would reasonably know anything more than that on a 15.
I will check if it is, but
I was gonna say, go ahead and roll anyway, because I know you're beyond 20's always been rolling double.
oh, it's you have advantage on wisdom survival checks to track Fey, fiends, or undead, and you have advantage on intelligence ability checks to recall information about them.
Indeed, you will have advantage.
What?
You do indeed have advantage, so roll away.
Yes. So it's Arcana and
20, not 20, not 20.
Please no, please no, please no.
no, it's not a 20, but it is 19.
Dang.
So yeah.
Oh dang.
Did he beat your DC?
Might have done, yes. Also, I was messing about with things on Discord, so now I want to push a talk key, but I have to pick a key that I'm not using all the time.
Okay.
Hardest thing in existence.
Yes.
So, Rex, you know that the Fae do operate on a set of rules. Those rules are basically like, if they know your actual name, they will own you. If you make a deal with them, they intend to follow it through. They may even give you a contract to sign, which may or may not be impossible to get out of, with very weird caveats and clauses.
Yes.
So think like, you have to get Rumpelstiltskin to say his name, but he's put into the clauses that even asking him, "Hey, Rumpelstiltskin, can you say Rumpelstiltskin?" doesn't count.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth.
This is what this is like the things Rex feels after Ebba finishes talking.
I was about to say they're coming for Rex.
I don't know.
Epid does pull a very small puzzled face as he realizes, am I owned by the Fae?
A siren may have been from the Dwarven Rager going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a scatter. They're just all scattered to like different hiding places. Like the roses are here, or whatever.
Quick, cheese it!
Yeah.
And they all just transform into Cheez-Its.
Then someone transforms into a brie, just because.
And Rex just pulls out a bucket of Cheez-Its.
Oh my gosh. It's spreading.
Yes.
So yeah. So the question is though, do you guys want to jump through the portal into the Fey realm?
Want is a strong word.
I will personally lead the charge into, like, the portal.
Rex will just lazily and slowly just follow after.
Where is this portal, by the way?
No, right.
Up here at the top of the room. I did ping it earlier.
Okay.
I haven't drawn it on.
Whee!
Again, I had planned for you guys to fight the green dragon, which would have taken up most of tonight's session.
Woo!
Epimake is going to make the point of being behind Rex. like essentially third in the marching order, because Rex knew more about the Feywild than him.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, Rex is the one who should be making that call, as far as that is concerned. Especially since he seemed to fuck up last time.
Alright then. So the five of you all begin to hop your way through, and like a scene from Interstellar, light and space seem to bend around you as you fall on through. The rainbow colours flashing you by, you hear the sounds of the partying getting louder, until, first of all, Das, since you fell in first, you emerge first of all. And this is a map I do not have prepared, so don't at me.
Do I emerge from a large cake? No? Oh, okay.
I'm just going to throw you onto the wild map for convenience.
Oh, I emerge from, like, the roast dinner. Or, like, the roast, like, I don't know, hog or giant rock, like, roast rock or whatever.
No, you more fall from the sky and land in the middle of a banqueting table. Food goes flying everywhere, bills, and you see not quite dwarven individuals. They're about the same size and width, although you've never seen them with more earthly appearances. Like you expect a bit of a dwarf, but you don't expect like a braided bush. And all sorts of weird accenting going on as you start falling on. As you fall on through, they all look around and go, grab that little lizard!
And belly flop into the punch.
And as Rex comes afterwards and gets up and gets off the table,
I haven't got to the rest of you yet. Hold your horses.
Okay.
I was gonna say, where specifically does Das fall? Because I'm thinking he falls either into like the giant ass, like, I don't know.
You fall into the middle of a banquet table where people have been sitting there eating salads and the occasional bit of meat. It's like buffet food.
Oh, okay.
It's little nibbly bits.
I will land on a plate of pineapple and cheeses. Like,
go ahead and give me an acrobatics check, Das, to angle your fall.
If Das fails, he falls in potato salad with.
Sorry, that was a 23 for acrobatics. I don't know why it rolled again.
You rolled a 19, so in any case.
I rolled a 23.
You land. That's okay. You land in where you wanted to aim for, and several of these dwarven individuals are quite shocked that you're here, and begin to reach out and try and grab you. I assume you're making your escape.
Like initially, like, no touchy, no touch, no touch.
Wait, it speaks.
Yeah,
Hi,
I
lads.
speak.
Where did you come from?
Well, I come from the sky. You know, because I just literally
Land down under.
The land above, down under, however you interpret everything.
Is speaking.
Actually, are they speaking English? Or are they speaking like common or whatever?
They speak Dwarvish and then move to Common. If you don't speak Dwarvish yourself.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't remember what languages you'll have. There's too much coverage in this party.
I know I have Common and Draconic. That's all you need to know from me.
In that case, then they start speaking Dwarvish.
Yeah, so like...
They realise they don't understand, they switch to Common, but it's very broken.
Yeah, it's like, Flugen Snagen Dele, no? What?
I have deep Draconic
Flug.
and Elvish.
Yeah. Look, Flug... Double D... What? I don't understand this.
Are you trying to speak the safe word from Eurotrip?
I don't know. I don't know. I thought it was pomegranate.
In this book, it's a duck. It's a yuck.
Is that like I know. I'm
Going through all the fantasy languages.
Anyway,
They're going to try and grapple you, Das. So go ahead and give me either an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
I will go acrobatics because that has the higher modifier. That is a 24.
Oh wow.
The wriggliest table snack.
The wriggliest of table snacks, yeah. I am the wriggliest cheese and pineapple on
Well, it would also
stick
help
you've
if the
ever
DM could
seen.
type his commands correctly into Roll20. You do manage to wriggle your way out of it as all three of them like dogpile onto you and then miss. And you come out fairly victorious. Next through, I believe, is Rex and Eppa, as both of you will enter roughly about the same time. You emerge, you see the scene from above as you begin falling through the portal. You can see three dwarvish individuals reaching for Das, and Das like escaping vertically, Looney Tunes style.
Okay.
1 minute. And Eppa just are the other two visible behind us?
You turn around, and as you're coming through the gateway, you can see them, but it seems weird, like it's almost as if they're being pulled back.
Either way, I'm going to try and target the four of us with Featherfall.
Oh wait, do I take fall damage?
You didn't take any fall damage.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay.
Do I need to roll anything?
Depends. What would Eppa and Rex like to do? As you guys are emerging from the portal and seeing the chaos that is Das arriving.
As I said, Featherfall. I have Featherfall in my cape. So I'm going to try and target Eppa, Rex, Tink, and TJ.
Okay, you successfully cast your Featherfall for today.
I just sort of gonna try and land on the ground rather than on the table.
Oh damn! Rex was planning to trying to do the Superman landing on the table.
You can refuse to be targeted.
Get out of my head.
Yeah, so do I need to roll athletics or acrobatics?
Go ahead and give me an athletics check as you're going to do the superhero landing.
I mean, you're still falling at 10 foot a second.
I really do need a clip of Deadpool just going, "Oh, superhero landing. It's really harder than these. You shouldn't do it."
That's a nat 20, so 27.
He breaks the table in half.
You land like a superhero. You do go through the table, both fists and one knee. It hurts, but you are otherwise unscathed. It looks amazing.
In which case, Eppa is just going to glide and essentially sit as if he was getting a piggyback. Because he has that much control.
And Rex is actually, as he is seeing the dogpiling attempt on Das, he is going to say in Dwarvish that, excuse me, this wasn't really the way we intended to come here.
The dwarvish individuals look over to you, Rex, after realising they have not captured the kobold that fell from the sky.
Mhm.
And they look at you and in dwarvish reply with like, well, we weren't really expecting visitors to arrive at our banquet and then land in our food and through our table. I hope you're going to fix that.
Sorry. Anyone has prestidigitation?
I am
It's
mending.
I was going to say, it's in need of mending, not prestidigitation.
Hang on. Epic just sort of... Just take me off your shoulders. As much as this was a fun bit, I can't climb down. If you put me down, I'll try and I'll fix the table.
Okay, and Rex walks away from the wreckage of the table.
Come to the Feywild. First thing I do is fix the table that Rex breaks. It's just muttering under his breath in Draconic as he casts mending under the table.
And as Rex is walking off, he says like, well, that was rude on both parts, so I'm sorry. And maybe we can be civil about this.
It was very rude of you to crash through the table. And they start looking around for Das. Going, where's the other one?
Das is trying to pretend to like fit in with the crowd and just be like, I'm definitely a dwarf. Totally a dwarf. Totally not trying to get caught or anything. Nope.
And Rex does Rex actually hear this?
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it. Like Das isn't trying. Well, Das, would you like to try and make a stealth check to hide in plain sight?
Okay.
You're not like trying to be invisible. It's more like blending into the crowd.
Okay, depending on how well he does, like he has become a hybrid of a kobold with a lot of pineapple and cheese all over his coat and hat and crown. Like I am the wriggliest cheese and pineapple on sticks. You cannot see me.
And at this point, Rex just says, Das, come here. I will translate and apologize.
Who is this DOS you speak of? I am Deuce. I am Queen Admiral Deuce of the plane of somewhere on the plane of air. Yes.
Das is just gonna hear in his head. Go with Rex before I spike your brain. I'm already fixing a table.
I'm going to stealthily crawl to Rex and just sort of try and stay camouflaged as a whole pile of cheese and pineapples.
I'm like thinking like Das crawling and then just hugging Rex's leg like I'm not here.
You don't see me. I'm just cheese and pineapple.
You successfully solid snake your way as a pile of cheese and pineapple. Crazy kobold that you are. At which point...
Sentences for the day.
Yep. I think I never thought I had to imagine in my mind a Das covered in cheese and pineapple crawling away. At this point, TJ and Tink, you two also fall through the portal. Under the effect of a featherfall, you land softly and gently in amongst...
TJ will make a 3-point landing on top of the newly mended table.
Go ahead and make an athletics check for me. Also, do you want to land with the gentleness of Featherfall or with the full might of TJ?
Full might of TJ with the feather fall. So he thinks he's falling really fast, but it seems to be taking a very long time for him to land. And then he'll hit the table. Everything pauses for a second, and clock. Shit breaks again.
No,
And he's still in his 3-point landing.
It is the most gentle and touchiest of landings. Like, we're talking full-on comic. Bink! As you touch the table, and it just shatters underneath you.
And then he'll stand up and do a Superman pose.
Eppa, now covered in splinters, because he was right underneath where the table was broken as he was fixing it. It just looks up, covered, and it's just like, I was just about done.
Can I start putting the pineapple chunks and cheese on the stick so that he could be the perfect pineapple and cheese hedgehog?
I'm not saying no. It adds
TJ
to the
looks down
scene.
at Eppa. Goes, done with what? And what happened to you?
You broke a table on me!
My bad.
Go with the rabbit. I need to get back to work.
Can I make a sleight of hand check to see whether Eppa actually notices the pineapple and cheese just suddenly?
Go ahead and give me the sleight of hand check. Eppa, what's your passive perception at?
13. It makes sense. I'm too busy fixing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, you start fixing the table and you realise, like, the splinters as you're pulling them off. Where did they get cheese and pineapple stuck on the ends?
Ah! I'm just waiting for Tink to break the table.
What do you want me to roll?
If you want to break the table, go ahead and give me an athletics check. But the choice is entirely yours. You can break the table if you wish, or you can just land softly.
That's 2 on athletics, so let's see. Be quite amusing for her to land softly because of the big armor. It's doing a whole Mary Poppins kind of. It wasn't
Don't
that good.
forget the superhero pose.
With a 10, you do not
No,
break.
I was thinking of Mary Poppins with the.
You land gently as Mary Poppins. Sadly, the 10 is not enough to
Yes.
break the table. God damn it, Death. Roll to break the table. Yes.
Oh my god! Now I'm just imagining like just a different like degrees of like table breaking. Like TJ just sort of like German suplexes into the table or something like that. I don't know, like wrestling style. I don't know. That's just me.
A Rex fell full at full force. TJ just came down under Featherfall and just broke it anyway for smokes and giggles. And then Tink just landed softly and gently.
Either way, we ruined a banquet.
Indeed you have, and the 3 dwarvish individuals, now you can see them more clearly, are wearing ornate armour that's designed to look like leaves and tree bark and other such things, but it's clearly made of a metal of some sort. Instead of hairy beards, they are actually made of leaves and vines that are braided together. And they are completely bald. There's a complete lack of head hair, but you can see like tattoos have been intricately put into their skin. And they introduce themselves as literally 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3.
Well, 1, 2, 3.
And they demand to know why you've crashed their banquet. They were getting something ready for other guests to arrive, and now you've all come and ruined it.
I don't speak Dwarvish, so I'm just
Rex is gonna be a living translator.
Oh!
No,
So, right. So, if you want to translate this, like,
I
I can so imagine Daz is like telling Rex what to translate, and Rex is just saying something completely different to what Daz is saying. Like, greetings, ein, zwei, and drei. Numbers among us.
If you want to do this, it's like goodbye. Drei, zwei, ein.
We are beings from another plane of existence. You do not need to know which one. But we seek an item of legendary proportions. Preferably a crown or tiara type thing. That is supposedly very green. And is supposed to possess great power. Do you know anything of the crown of Viridis? Or do you have any idea of who would know about such an item?
Well, that would explain why you've crashed the banquet, because that's what we're here to celebrate, is the crowning of the next person to hold it. We were just getting things ready for everybody else to turn up. We were just celebrating the fact that we got the job done. If you want to stay, you're more than welcome. But I don't think you material people will be up for that kind of a party.
I don't know. I think us material people, as you say we are so up for the shenanigans and revelry that you have planned for this time, because we don't actually know what time of day it is.
What about the rest of you? Do you speak for the small one?
Ep is still fixing her table. And will be for the next nine or so minutes.
Well, yes, we are looking for the crown of Viridis, yes, but yeah. Let's see how things go.
Well then, welcome to that party. And they begin to show you around, like point out various things that you might like, you might not like. At which point you can hear the fluttering of wings entering the space. And what comes through is a human wearing a white toga. He has a winged helm on his head, a pair of sunglasses over his eyes. You notice that he has sandals on, but the wings are actually on his ankles, not on the shoes themselves.
Oh no.
And he's just chuckling merrily to himself as if he's got the best joke in existence stuck in his head. And
oh.
oh my god, Einstein, right? You have friends. How nice to see you all. And begins to zip to one of you one at a time. Rapidly shaking your hands, going, nice to meet you all. The name's Hermes, messenger of the gods. Yeah, well, you probably know who I am anyway. So, you here to enjoy another party?
Can I roll a religion so I would know about Hermes?
Indeed. In fact, all of you can go ahead and give me a religion check.
Does he come to Eppa under the table?
Also, is he played by Lin-Manuel Miranda?
No, he isn't.
Because he is in in Percy Jackson.
Okay.
I've in Percy Jackson.
I've based him off.
Good movie.
Yeah, no, the TV series.
Oh, the TV series. Yeah, the TV series is good too.
Yeah.
I've based him off something else.
I know exactly what you based him off.
Yeah. No, it's funny in the TV series. They're just like it's like, hey Manuel, like, do you want me to sing? Do you want me to write music? No, and then they just have him in the elevator at the end of an episode, and he just starts humming, and they cut him off.
Yes.
No, you're not dealing with the Hades version of Hermes.
No, I know exactly what Brian is doing.
Right, what did you want us to roll? Religion, wasn't it?
Yeah, religion check.
The last one I can think of is Disney's Hercules.
Yeah, which is what's his name? And I'm trying to think who he's voiced by.
I've forgotten the actor's name, but he's more Elton John looking.
Yeah. Yeah.
So between you all, you know fully well that Hermes is a messenger of the gods. He is a bit of a trickster, so it makes sense for him to be visiting the Fey realm. But for him to be this friendly is a bit unnerving. He doesn't normally get this involved unless he's after something or something's about to happen to you. But yes, he does greet you upper under the table.
Ah!
Nice to meet you. You can carry on fixing that table. Don't worry, be done in no time, I'm sure.
Thank you. It just continues just casting whilst looking back over his shoulder.
At which point he goes to Einspire and it's like, so I've got the wine you asked for. It took me a while to convince the headman to loan it for the party. I also brought some holy moly, but I'm not quite sure if this lot are ready for that kind of thing yet. What do you think?
Is he speaking to them in Dwarvish?
No, he's speaking to them in common.
I don't know. I think we are quite prepared for this holy moly, as you say it is. Like we've dealt with many other things in the past. I think a little bit of holy moly will be but a tasty but trivial matter to us.
He lowers his shades to you directly, like eye to eye, and his eyes are a bit bloodshot.
Oh my.
So, no, not for you.
Oh, I want to try the holy moly.
It's dangerous. You can't have it.
Danger is my middle name.
You don't have a middle name.
How do you know? Like, I might have a middle name.
Could be Bob.
Yeah, exactly. Could be Bob. Which it isn't, by the way.
I know you don't have a middle name. I'm a messenger of gods. I know what everybody's names are. How do you think I get the post round so quick?
Like...
Crazy idiots. So, who else are we expecting at the party? Is Dionysus turning up? Because that would be amazing. Or Freya. Whichever one of the two is going to turn up.
Oh, wait. Is Thor coming?
At which point you mentioned Thor. Hermes turns around and goes, "Yes, I mean he's a good drinking buddy, but it's not that kind of party.
Oh.
Not his thing, you know. This is. Tell me, how well are you guys versed in like with fertility and nature and all that kind of stuff?
Well, I do know that when a man and a woman love each other very, very much, and they want to have children of their own, they call upon some kind of magical communications stalk hotline, and they pretty much say exactly what kind of child they want and specific requirements, and the stalk delivers them in a few months' time. Maybe.
Hermes chuckles. Oh, you are so wrong.
Lie to.
Eppa and Tink, because you two got the highest religion checks, you realise that like the penny drops for you two. It's like, oh, this isn't a party like where we're celebrating something. It's going to be one of those parties, right?
Summoning.
I won't lie, you might need to be more explicit for the player than the character.
When he mentioned Dionysus, it's like, oh, it's gonna be an orgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I knew it when you said Dionysus.
Yeah, and Rex is like. What was that, Christy?
I said Dionysus is my favourite god. He's my favourite Greek god, so.
Yeah.
I knew there's going to be a party happening. When you said that Hermes was there, I was like, hey, it's Dionysus' best friend. It's him and his wife together. You know. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, Rex just sighs and knowingly sighs and says that I know way too much about reproduction.
Oh, that's true, you would, you are a rabbit. You are very good at multiplying. Oh, this is going to be a fun party, I'm sure.
Oh, dang.
What, you actually want him to recite, like, multiplication tables? That sounds really boring, but I mean, if that's what gets you off on, you know, I mean... Robert, are you any good at maths at all?
Well,
take that as a maybe.
I would point out the DM got really confused for a second there.
I was like, who's Robert?
I'm trying not to reveal Rex's name in the Feywild, guys. I'm remembering the rules.
Okay. Right, I think that table should be able to take another dwarfing or personing. Please, no one else land on it from the ceiling. I'm gonna have splinters in my scales for a week.
I mean, I can't guarantee it, but like, we'll try and refrain from too much, like, you know, shenanigery.
Oh, the scales the splinters in your scales. It's an easy fix. Hermes comes over and taps you with a staff he's pulled out of nowhere, and all the splinters come off you and settle elsewhere. But what feels like a few hours pass by, you see several other individuals arrive. You see a mixture of elves, fairies, a couple of gnomes, and other gods arrive as well. You see Dionysus, you see Norse gods, Freya. Is it Freya and Freya? There's two which have the same name, but they're like different domains. And my brain now can't remember them.
It's Freya and Freya.
Thank you. And it does it starts off as like a really light-hearted party. Everyone's getting a bit drunk. A few people are getting stoned. It does devolve into a bit of sexual deviancy at Dionysus' beck and call. By the time everyone's the phrasing's gonna be terrible. Suitably in the swing of things.
I was going to say, we don't get to interact with it. Well, I suppose we shouldn't really, because
I'll give you all the option if you would like to interact. I was just going to point out that, like, as things climax, but
Epa will, before doing any interaction, just like walk up to Rex and just be like, I know what he would be against the rules, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Just quietly sighs, sits on a bench and looks for the crown.
I would like to imagine somebody hitting on Tink, because obviously she looks very fairy.
Yeah.
Like with the blue skin and.
Oh yeah. If you do try again, like I said, it's up to you guys if you want to interact or not.
I would love to interact. Like so what I want to do is I would like to use a bit of panache. I'm not quite sure who I would use the panache with, but if I succeed, then I can get someone to be charmed by me for like 1 minute.
Unironically, I kind of love the idea that Das is completely ace, but completely sweeps somebody off their feet tonight.
I have thoughts, but I'll probably.
What Das has is a frequent ace card. He gets 10 free swoonings and he gets the 11th for free.
So, anyway, I don't know what kind of creature I will come across that'll be like, haha, persuasion check, please.
Well, go ahead and roll me your persuasion check. Although, do bear in mind, it is the Feywild. A lot of things do have resistances to charm, because it's like a natural thing to do.
That's okay. 9, which means no. But, then it's not like they would be horrible against me or anything. It's just, I don't know, they'd just be like, oh, weirdo.
I was going to say, for those of you off on the sidelines watching this, Das sidles up to a couple of nymphs and tries to chat them up, and the nymphs just walk away, and Das has no idea what he said wrong.
I don't understand their language. For all they know, he probably said a bunch of gobbledygook, and they're just like, wait, what kind of language is he speaking? Should we just walk away and just walk away? Like
exactly. You just watched a car accident.
I mean, Das will obviously try and remember some of the rules of social engagement, but I guess it's more than a distraction. Maybe for crown shenanigans.
I mean, it's certainly something.
Yeah.
Anyway, the options there for any of you to interact with you so much. I'm just going to vignette the whole thing because not the point of the whole space. It's just where the crown is going to appear. As I was saying, by the climax of the evening, Tish, you do see the crown is brought out on a palanquin on a pillow and everything else, and Dionysus calls for everyone to stop for a moment. He's all gasping for air. He takes a swig to rehydrate himself. He's like, friends, I thank you all for an amazing evening. This has been a lovely midsummer's party. Oh, I'm going to need way much more wine to keep this night under wraps. But we must now discuss who will receive the verdant crown.
Das will cheer. Yeah!
That little one gets it. All praise to the little one. So,
praise me. I mean, carry on.
Honestly, I can see Das be a Dionysian king.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
Gonna say, is this the part of the anime where you get the cameo of Sinju just in the crowd for
oh
2
god,
seconds?
yes.
Oh my god.
Because technically the crown was hers.
I mean, we could quite happily cameo in Shinju is in there. A nice rosy tint to her cheeks. Obviously, had a good time. As have several other people. You notice now they start emerging from places that you didn't realise were hiding places.
Wait, you were under my seat? I wondered why. I thought it was a massage chair.
God damn it.
Just 2 very vigorous pixies.
You wonder what kept poking you every now and again. But in any case, the verdant crown is now up for grabs, and I don't think there's any contest this time around. I now stand at 60 completed, and there's a change in his complexion for a moment. It goes, 61 total conquests. Can anybody top that?
69!
88!
I lost count.
The bidding wars. Oh my god, yes.
96.
What? Wow.
I mean, that one has fucked a dragon. How much does a dragon count? As Epa does actually just point to Rex.
Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, we think Rex has fucked a dragon. We've never actually had that confirmed.
Yeah, no.
Like, you all start shouting these random numbers out, and everyone's like shouting out all their various conquests, and some are lower, but they're shouting out just for the sake of obviously the comedy you've injected into the whole thing. The mention of fucking a dragon, Dionysus, like midway through a swig of wine, spits it back out again. It's like, who the hell fucked a dragon? How are you not dead?
This legendary gentleman right here, Robert D. Rabbit. The absolute legend. That is the dragon fucker. Yeah, that's right.
Rex,
Rampant rabbit.
approaching you.
That was one bad dragon. So, yeah. Continue.
Approaching you is a humanoid figure with shocking purple hair. You can see like little fey horns out the sides of his head, sort of curly round horns out the side of his head. What would be a purple toga, now just roughly tied around his midriff, and olive, not quite olive green, but like olive tanned skin, oiled and slick with sweat. Comes over to you and he looks you up and down. You can see his eyes are like the whites are purple and the irises are like a pure olive green.
Mm-hmm.
But there's no actual pupil to them. And he looks you up and down. It's like, I mean, you've been in the same bed chambers as a dragon, but I'm not seeing a lot of dragon coitus on you.
Oh,
But,
trust me. Oh, carry on.
But it's fascinating to say the least. You are a funny one. You are a strange one. And like he then begins like walking around each of you in turn, and then he begins to point out things that you all start feeling uncomfortable about. So he's like, Daz, like your insanity. You love yourself so much that Narcissus would be jealous.
Wait, what? I mean, I don't know who this Narcissus is, but
like, never mind your own reflection. Your own mind is in conflict with itself. It is fascinating. Walks over to Epa and he's like, it seems strange. You long for a clan. You don't even realise you've been around one the whole time. It's kind of weird in a sense. Goes over to Tink. He's like, you know, don't really see much of your kind outside of the ocean. Maybe you should start leading a bit of a revolution. Eventually makes the way down to TJ. It's like, huh. And your future's still undecided. Hermes, dear friend, could you come over here for a second? I think TJ might need a bit of that holy moly for something coming up later.
oh no!
Oh, damn.
Oh no!
Would it be out of line to ask for a shot?
Oh, go ahead and have a shot. It's all fine. So he begins milling around, and nobody can really top Dionysus in terms of total conquests for the evening. So he claims the verdant crown for himself, but he doesn't wear it. He just sort of puts it back on the cushion and goes, "It can go back home, boys. It's fine. Everybody else keep on enjoying the evening." And he strolls over to a few more, then he goes, "Ladies, have I ever told you about this time?" And as he's disappearing, you faintly hear the story, and it's kind of like weird to hear someone so blasé about sexual conquest.
Have I ever told you about that time I came out of my father's knee? Oh, that was thigh-slappingly good.
Kind of, yeah. It's basically that.
Is Hermes sort of... Who's looking after the crown?
The crown right now is being looked after by a contingent of 4 nymphs, each one representing a different seasonal time. So one for spring, summer, autumn, or winter.
Excuse me. Epic just sort of trots up.
The summer one looks down at you and goes, yes?
As the big guy says, it's okay for the crown to go home, yes?
Yes, that is correct, and we shall be escorting you home shortly.
Oh, well, we can take that task off your hands. That's why we came here.
She sort of gets down on her knees to be more eye level with you and gives your cheeky little pinch. She goes, I appreciate the help, little one, but we don't really need any help. It would be in your best interest if you didn't try to take the crown away from us.
Where do you think it's meant to be? It's meant to be in Viridis' tower. Where are you taking it?
We're taking it back to Dionysus' own chambers. If the Green Matron wanted to keep her own crown, she should have done a better job of keeping it in our house. Now, and she turns you round gently and taps you on the back and run along, enjoy the party. What you're all here for?
I'm tempted to do something.
Please do something.
Be tempted.
I'll do it.
Okay. Seeing that Eppa had failed in a fashion.
I tried to ask nicely.
Sorry?
I was just trying the ask nicely approach.
Das, I think at this point, he has a floral laurel around weaved around the points of the crown now. So he technically has 3 hats on his head. It's just little flowers.
Oh yeah, no, it's I fully accept that.
They're all perfectly balanced.
Yes. So Das strolls up to so Eppa spoke to the summer one.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, I go. So, ladies, fantastic party that everyone is having. Yeah, totally good. So it's crown there. I'm guessing it's going somewhere very lucrative and somewhere where no one would be able to touch it. I'm presuming.
The spring one turns around and is like, well, of course it's going somewhere no one's going to touch it, but what would be the point of keeping it safe and out the way?
Well, you see, I find you ladies very capable of such a feat. I mean, any unscrupulous individual would just try to steal the crown and just try to make their way back to some place and try to sell it for a bunch of gold. I bet you lot can probably take them all down, I presume. And I am going to ask the nymph. Who's the one that seems to be the more receptive to Das's advances?
Well, right now, Spring is the one that's talking to you.
Okay.
Autumn and Winter aren't really much caring.
Okay, in that case, then I would like her to make an insight check for me as I roll a persuasion.
Oh God.
That's not great.
See, I mean, my idea would be to actually talk to Dionysus again and see if we could offer anything in return for use of the crown.
That's not a bad shout.
Maybe one night for maybe 1 or 2 nights.
Yeah, this is... Yeah.
Well, I didn't roll very well on the inside.
Oh no! So she's charmed by me for 1 minute.
The problem is she's immune to charms.
God damn it!
But she knows what you tried, and it's immediately like, oh, a little thing, and like she like caresses the side of your cheek, and you feel like the grip tighten around the back of your neck, and she's like, if you want to try that, I'm going to break you like a twig.
Oh no, I'm kind of into that sort of thing.
And it's full. Go on.
The urge to use Mage Hand whilst they're all distracted by Das is so strong.
Do it! There's so many plans in place, I love it.
There's so many things going on around this crown right now. And I had another thing I wanted to do with TJ first. It's a side thing. God damn you all. In the meantime, but don't need to focus on Das right now. So Das, the nymph of spring has you like gently rounded by the back, almost like the scruff of the neck hold. And she
just goes limp like a cat. Oh no!
At which point, like, the realization dawns, and like she turns around to her sisters, like, sisters, can we just hold on for 2 minutes? I just need a moment alone.
With me?
Oh, you know me too well.
Oh boy!
And those of you that are watching the situation is watch as Das is carried away by the scruff of the neck of the nymph of spring, and like
down.
the nymphs are humanoid, androgynous body shapes with the appropriate coverings to make everything a bit PG-13. That's all falling away. She's drawing into the party with Das.
Well, Das has certainly broke that rule of don't interact with any Fey folk.
you all kind of broke that rule when you arrived.
Whoa! No. We didn't break any like explicit rules like don't reveal your true names or like don't eat anything from it or whatever.
Oh, this is true. Anyways, so Das is off for a good time. DJ.
Yes.
Earlier, Dionysus mentions to Hermes to give you some holy moly. At which point, Hermes huddles up. His sunglasses are now a bit off kilter. You can see like his eyes are absolutely bloodshot. Like he's not had any sleep for months. And he's comes over to you. He's like, well, okay. So Dionysus isn't the most accurate of fortune tellers. If that kind of thing, I recommend going to see Apollo. But he did ask, and I will ask you if you actually do want some. Would you like some holy moly?
No thank you.
In that case then, I won't give you some holy moly, but I will give you something that you might need in the future. And he reaches into an imperceivable pocket on his toga and he pulls out a vial of red liquid. Inside of which you can see what seems to be floating toenail of some sort. And it's just like, you're a big strong guy. I give you a bit of a boost. I caution you now, we'll give you one hell of a heartburn later. And he's gifted you a bottle of fire giant strength.
This is coming from the player here, not TJ. I mean, he's technically not Fey, he's a deity. So I guess it's okay to take it from him?
If you want to take it from him, you can do. He's offering it freely.
I mean, Eppa's already violated the rule by asking for the first shot of Holy Moly. So, take that if you think that's good advice.
Oh, hang on. You actually want some holy moly?
Yeah.
Eppa, roll for me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
You know what? Fuck it. TJ's not that bright. He'll accept it and say thank you. And now TJ has 2 of them. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Oh no.
Oh no! Why are we so terrible?
Mm-hmm.
We are terrible people.
That you all are.
Spent however long this party has been watching people fuck. He needs a drink.
Oh no, it's not a drink. It's a root that you sit there and chew.
Oh, no.
Oh, did you?
Oh no!
Oh, did you add it to my inventory already, Brian?
No, I haven't added it to your inventory.
Okay. Never mind. He already had. Okay, cool. Excellent.
So yeah, Eppo, you sit there and chew on some holy moly.
Jesus.
You start having an amazing trip. Like, reality now is completely alien to you. Everything is colours, sounds, movements. But for the next 24 hours, you have a spell slot one higher than you can currently have.
Oh my god!
You cannot learn spells of this level, but if you have spells that can go to that extra level, you can do. At the end of this 24-hour period, for the next 2 days, you suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Honestly, that's fair. That's gonna be a hell of a come down. But I have a spell slot.
You know what? Fuck it, TJ changes his mind. He would like some holy moly.
Seeing Eppa sitting there, like, stood off his face, his eyes are actually shifting colours naturally. Alright then, so for TJ, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, D&D Beyond, how I hate you right now. Pain in my ass.
And I call this fruit Holy Moly.
Oh wow!
Jesus! You do not suffer. Like, you still trip and everything else. It's amazing. But you do not suffer any ill effects. In fact, for you, for the next 2 days, you have a couple of extra ranges available when you need it.
Fuck yeah! Thank you.
At this point, as Rex is seeing everyone doing it, he's like, "What bad can it do? You only live once."
Hermes like holds some of it back. It's like, for you, it could go badly.
Okay.
This is the stray dog challenge all over again.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my god, I could just see Rex turning into Frank the Bunny from Donnie Darko for the next 2 days.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh.
I was more thinking that every single creature that could be made pregnant at this party will become pregnant at this party.
To be fair, Das may make one of the Fey denizens pregnant. I mean...
Do you have anything else than holy moly?
Oh no.
Please tell me this is the moment when where your next character is conceived.
Oh god, that would be hilarious.
Actually, Tash, there you go. You can have a Fey Walker background for your bard.
Wait, I get to play a kobold druid, a kobold bard. Fuck yeah!
Oh no.
A kobold,
Patron Saint Dionysus.
a Fey-touched kobold bard.
Yes! College of Glamour, baby!
Anyways, Hermes.
So fabulous.
Hermes does have some weaker stuff if you don't want to go the full holy moly. He's fully accepting that some people may not be in for that kind of thing.
Yeah, I do have some experiences in my life that I would like to
Oh,
not to
fully.
be remembered.
It's more Hermes is like so. Holy moly is a bit of a weird one because it amplifies the thing that you're really good at,
Mm-hmm.
but it can
Oh,
equally
no.
amplify the things that you're terrible at. And someone like you, well, I'm fully aware that there's two in one form. Giving you some holy moly might aggravate one over the other, and it may not be well. I'm just warning you now. I can give you some holy moly.
Mhm.
But the extra bit of umph might bring out some unintended side effects.
I have had quite a few side effects already, so.
Oh god, I just thought if Rex rolled badly with the Holy Moly, I can imagine him turning into the Were Bunny and just losing all control, and that would just be hilarious but terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, can you imagine what the Feywild version of carrot soup would be?
Oh my god.
I mean, that's what calmed him down last time.
I don't think Rex even had any carrot and coriander soup. I think Das had to eat it all because I think somebody.
Oh, Aelin put him to sleep.
Yeah, Aelin put him to sleep. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So,
TJ has a different method of putting him to sleep.
And it involves a helpful tool.
it involves a very long hold. So, Rex, the question is, would you like some holy moly?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with it.
Oh fuck.
Give me that Constitution saving throw, please, Rex.
I cannot wait for this holy moly thing to resolve.
So, what
It
you
will happen
thought,
only for a moment until you've beaten your opponent.
So, what you thought was going to be a fight
That's a
with a
19.
green dragon turns into a night of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
Look, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll was much further down the line. Like, this is just literally the draft notes floating around in my head. The dragon fight was kind of priority 1 on my list. Eventually, you were going to end up at the Dionysus party, but you guys were. The original plan was like you were going to fall in the middle of Dionysus' party, not as everyone was setting up. In any case,
So,
Rex.
19.
So, on a 19, so no bad effects happen for you, which is fine.
Yeah.
So, like with Eppa, you will suffer a point of exhaustion for the next 2 days after the initial first day effect.
Okay.
For you now, you don't have that. I've forgotten what the thing is off the top of my head. But you know when you go down below half hit points, like there's a chance you can go feral.
Okay.
That's no longer in play.
Okay.
You don't get any extra shifts or anything like that, but for now, just know that, like, okay, if you you feel like, okay, I can take some hits, and then when I'm in were form, I'm not going to go feral. I can actually be in control. I feel in control.
Okay.
Oh no.
But like everybody else, you have an amazing trip. There's no nightmarish trips for any of this. This is full rainbows and sunshine.
I love how Tink is the most sensible person in the party right now and has not, she's followed all the rules.
Well, I was going to say, while all of this is happening,
Yes.
I am being very, very sensible. And if you see, hopefully it came through. My investigation check came through because my persuasion is rubbish. So my first plan fell through. But my second plan was to investigate and try to follow Dionysus around to see if there was anything that he would do to swap the crown. Investigation and
so you can
listening on other people and on Dionysus.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you happily follow Dionysus around. And you see him flip back and forth through different groups of people. Like, the initial group you sort of wander off with, he doesn't actually do any conquesting of. He just introduces them around and starts... He's moving around. He's being more of a good host now that he's had his fun. He's making sure everything's alright. And everyone's talking how they would really like a bit of good fortune, or a bit of like an upcoming negotiation, or, you know, some mortals have been making deals and just want to make sure like he can act as their broker. Various other things. And he sees you after a fashion of all this. It's like, oh my dear, whatever can I do you for? Do you want me to take some of that armor off? It does look very heavy on you. I could hook you up with something lighter if you wish.
I mean, I could do while we're here, but I mean, I only go into my robes and that when I'm studying, really, a bit more relaxing, at night time in the study. What I was more interested in was, I mean, obviously the crown, it's going back to yours and that tonight, but while it's not, I mean, as an artificer, it would be dreadfully good to have a look at a little while.
And what would you like to trade in exchange for the crown? What are you offering?
I mean, what's your bid for it?
There's so many choices.
I just had a dumb idea, and you definitely do not have to follow the advice. But it's like, well, there is a kobold in our party who's like a little bit crazy, and I think he'd make a good trade. It's just like, but you don't have to go with that. It was a dumb idea.
I was thinking more of a trade of maybe the offer of my skills. After all, I am an artificer. I know that there isn't much that a deity can't do, but sometimes the more physical items might be of use.
It is hard to get good artifice these days, especially for one of these affairs. But there's another one due in a few months' time. Tell you what, I will agree to this exchange, the crown for your services, if you would provide some extra things on top. You're free to say no, but there'll be details we'll work out at another time.
Okay, well that sounds good enough if it's working for you and making things.
It's not like uncomfortably close, but close enough that, you can talk to you in a hushed whisper and it's like, oh darling, you have no idea how much time and effort you've saved me.
Excellent.
I think we're going to get along just fine.
Yes. Excellent. I love being able to make things that help people.
Oh.
He's not absolutely clueless at his obviously his double entendre though, that she's just being friendly, being as friendly as possible.
I love how
She has access to the crown.
I love how everyone has broken at least one of the rules when it comes to interacting with people in the Feywild.
Well, strictly was one about interacting with the Fey.
True, you've interacted with two deities.
Yeah.
More than anything else.
You're the one currently fucking a Fey.
Technically, one of us is getting it on with Fey folk, so I'm me.
So we can wrap this up at a nice point, really. You all regroup yourselves. Tink, you can deliver the good news of the crown, we can take the crown. The Dionysus given the okay. At which point, the spring nymph drags a clearly happy Das. The best way to put it is don't care, had snoo snoo.
Yeah. So you know the flowers that were small around the wreath of the crown and that. Yeah, those flowers have gotten bigger. Mm-hmm. They're blooming huge now. It's
I think just the smell of Das's funk pierces the hallucinations Eppa's currently having. It's just the sort of, all those sort of scenes where it's everything's bright and colourful. There's horrible, jagged, black, brown, metallic cutscene. It's Wait, we have the crown? Sorry, we have the crown?
Wait, we have...
The spring nymph just throws the ass to the ground. It's like, well, he was all fun for about a minute. It was quite disappointing. But the boss man does say you can have the crown. He's going to honour an agreement.
What do these fun nymphs look like when Eppa's hallucinating?
Oh no.
Currently, your state of hallucination, what you see is radiance personified. Colour-wise, it is the whatever Eppa considers the colours for spring, but just in a humanoid shape.
Aww.
Oh, that's disappointing. It's humanoid.
Oh, it can be draconic, but humanoid is like the D&D thing of like it's on two legs and stands upright.
No, that'll just disappoint Eppa.
And, well, kind of have to ask, does Rex just sit around being stoned, or does anything else happen?
It's entirely up to you for Rex, Eppa, and TJ. You guys have had some holy moly. Occasionally, Hermes just keeps an eye on you, making sure nothing bad's happened. But you have a pleasant trip, but you're free to carry on doing things across the party if you so wish.
Am I able to plant this route?
Rex is I think like the holy moly actually just sort of not completely but almost completely drops like the inhibitions of being like a decent person, and Rex just lets his bunny nature take its course.
I honestly was expecting the opposite thing, because like the whole not risking hurting people thing. I thought you were like just gonna go like mellow out, go pure bunny form, like fluffier than usual, gentle bunny form. It was either gonna be one or the other.
I should have done it. Actually, now Rex has access to a wild shape, but you just become a purple rabbit.
Yeah,
exactly. He doesn't become a Heragon. No. He actually goes full rabbit.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
He's a rabbit, just fucking everything.
Rex turns into a rabbit, like an actual rabbit, and just.
Oh no, you have druid levels,
go.
don't you?
What?
Oh my god, we actually do have a purple rabbit fucking everything.
What did you say, Brian?
It doesn't turn into bugs then.
I realised you're a druid.
Yes, I am.
You can wild shape.
Uh-huh. And Rex
God.
does.
The fluffiest, horniest bunny.
Yes.
Oh no.
Somewhere there is a
little bunny pellets all over the all over the floor.
No, that is not what is happening, but that is he is holding everything not so pleasant things, of course, but he might have a little almost too much fun at the party.
It's like we will be checking you for gonorrhea and fey gonorrhea and double fey syphilis after this.
There will be a point where like the party's going to have a paladin. And it's just like, I'm not doing cures on you today. I do not have the time nor the spell slots required.
Oh dear lord.
But in any case, you guys now have access to Viridis' crown. And since you're in the party grounds, you have a portal back out, and you know it will take you back to Viridis' tower.
Woo! Yeah.
So I think that's a good point to end tonight's session, as you guys are or having a moment. God damn it!
Do we get to level up?
The good news is, yes, you do get a level up because you did overcome the dragon fight without actually fighting. So congratulations, you're now level 13 now.
So
Hey.
yeah, level 13. Do I take a level in Bard,
Oh god.
or do I just stick to Rogue and just I don't know, just be a disaster? Like,
I mean, can you take a level in Bard?
I don't think. Oh, actually, I don't know. Let me check.
So it's just.
I'm way ahead of you.
Yes, we know.
So
just such a that in my head.
I am actually just
Bards available.
considering. I am actually considering what are all the classes Rex can actually multi-class into?
I'm just looking at the ones TJ can. Rogue and Fighter. That's it. Rogue and Fighter is the only thing he can multi-class into if he wanted to.
Right. What does this do?
Oh god, I might have to message you about what on earth Eppa gets up to while stoned off his.
Again, that's the thing for you all to discuss.
Yeah, so there's no obvious draconic things. Eppa's not making a pass.
I kind of want to take a level in Bard.
These are choices that you're all free to take. But for now, I'm just going to say thank you all for watching, everybody. Sorry for the chaoticness of the session. Again, the DM had a plan, and then the party destroyed that plan and like skipped on 2 weeks ahead.
Yes.
No!
Crazy nut jobs that you are. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe, and that usual YouTube jazz. And we'll see you all next week for some more D&D. Until then, everybody, bye bye.
Bye
Goodbye.
Bye.